G'day folks, I have just turned onto the Palmerston Highway just north of Innisfail, and this is the road that brings you up to the fabulous Atherton Tablelands, home to some of Australia's best roads and best scenery. I'll be spending the next 2 nights living out in my tent and riding around the place. Not a bad way to spend a weekend, eh? The big Kawasaki is laden with camping gear. The fact that I have my tent and all that stuff as a makeshift backrest has made it extra comfortable. And the place I have pulled in has a fantastic view of Queensland's 2 tallest mountains. That's Mount Bartle-Frere on the left, which is 1,622 metres tall. And on the right, a little further away, is Mount Bellenden-Kerr, which is about 1,593 metres. So not much between them. I'll be camping the night in a town called Malanda, up on the Tablelands themselves. And between me and there is about 74 kilometres of gorgeous scenery and fantastic twisting mountain road. If you ignore the sugar cane, this part of the world actually reminds me of certain parts of Ireland. You've got the rolling green hills, it's all lush and fertile and what have you. It reminds me of certain parts of the Midlands, particularly going through County Tipperary when you're passing by the Silvermines Mountains. Wasn't the only one who had this bright idea, clearly. I've seen heaps of bikes out today. Nice day for it too. And now we get to the main inconvenience of riding in North Queensland in winter. Caravans. Basically, tens of thousands of people flock up from down south in caravans and camper vans to escape the cold southern winters. While we do appreciate the money you invest in the local economy, it'd be nice if you drove a bit faster. And the road is clear again. No laws were broken. I've just pulled over at a place called Crawford's Lookout, which has this absolutely fabulous view over the South Johnstone River. It's kind of a blink and you'll miss it thing, as it's a very narrow gap through the trees. But I think we can all agree it's worth the stop off. That is not a bad view at all. Crawford's Lookout is just past the start of Woronora National Park, and the Palmerston Highway runs right the way through it, and it is a fabulous place. Part of the Queensland Wet Tropics, which is a World Heritage listed area and the oldest forest in the world. It's also where the road starts getting really very good indeed. Has an 100km/h speed limit for most of it, which is plenty fast enough on this road to ride it with a big smile on your face. A smile that's wiped off your face right as you hit the roadworks and get caught up behind a line of cars which almost certainly includes numerous caravans. Oh well, at least the scenery is pretty enough to keep me entertained. While I am caught in this traffic, I can tell you that this road is the only place I have ever seen a cassowary in the wild. For those of you who don't know, a cassowary is a native bird species to Australia that is at their largest about 190 centimeters tall and can weigh about 80 kilograms. To put that into perspective, I'm around 190 centimeters, just slightly over it, and weigh 80 kilograms. So it's a bird that's about the same size as me. And the scariest thing about it is it has a 10 centimeter long claw on the middle toe of each of its ridiculously powerful feet. Attacks on humans are rare, but they are notoriously cranky bastards, and when they do attack, the word disembowel is thrown around a lot. Difficult road for the trucks. And we are coming to an almost complete stop here. I'm assuming I too am caught behind a truck. Frustrating, but probably more frustrating for the poor lad who has to drive the truck. Anyway, there is a place I can pull in just up the road here, and I'm going to do that because this traffic is starting to irritate me. Well, it's a good thing I stopped, because there's this amazing little waterfall just right here. It's called Serendipity Falls according to Google Maps. Fair amount of water coming down it too. We've had a load of rain up here in the last week or so, which is probably making it look extra cool. Just made it in front of some guy towing a boat. Hopefully I get a bit of a clear run. Hopefully. We're now out of Woronora National Park and on the Tablelands themselves, which look even more like Ireland than it did down at sea level. It's also a good bit cooler up here. We're up, I think, about 700-800 meters at this stage, and it's about 5 degrees cooler than it was at the bottom. Gonna be chilly tonight. Well, shit. Look at that view though. Holy crap, it's pretty up here. Might be time to pull in again and get the drone out. Definitely worth brave egg getting stuck behind caravans for, that's for sure. This is without a doubt some of Australia's best motorcycle country. If you had a Yamaha R6, diplomatic immunity and a lot more talent than I have, you would have so much fun on this road. Just making a sudden detour here to go and look at Millaa Millaa Falls, just down the road here, about 1.5 kilometers. Oh, I could smell those cows before I saw them. Is this the turn? No, that's a cow field. Oh, I wasn't the only one with this bright idea. Let's find somewhere to park and go for a little walk. Getting serious Jurassic Park vibes here. I'm expecting to be ambushed by a herd of angry velociraptors any second. Yeah, definitely not the only one with this idea. This place better be good if I can find somewhere to park. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ford Exploder. I shall be taking your spot. Good God, I have bad helmet here. Alright, let's go find these falls. I can hear them. Hello, Mrs. Bush Turkey. You take your time. Wow. That is pretty amazing. Camera won't do this justice, but it must be near 100 meters high. Spectacular. If you're up this way, come here. If you look down there, you can even swim underneath it. Probably not advisable in a leather jacket though. Millaa Millaa Falls. You need to come here. Bring your bathers. Definitely worth it. I shall now head on towards Malanda, which is where I will be camping tonight, which is 22 minutes away, or 24 kilometers. All of it is going to be very pretty indeed. Cute bridge. Everything's cute here though. That was quite a bend. Shame I'm a terrible rider. Definitely a nice part of the world here. A nice part of the world with nice roads. This is definitely some of Australia's best motorcycle country. You don't even have to take the piss or break the speed limits to enjoy yourself here. It's just fabulous. And I have arrived at Malanda. Now to find the caravan place and get my tent set up. Malanda is a cute little town. But of course all the towns in the Atherton Tablelands are cute little towns. Chock full of them. And this is the caravan park. Excellent. Ooh, this looks to be a very nice one. Hopefully it's not like $100 a night. Sorted. Catch you all soon, folks. Stay tuned for part 2 of my epic adventure up the Atherton Tablelands. Good luck.